Hello guys, so today in this video we're going to be going over sauna and ice baths and how they affect you. Are saunas good for you or ice baths good for you? Why should you take them if they are good for you? When should you take them? And the different effects that you get out of both of them. So without further ado, let's get into the video guys. Alright, so when we're talking about saunas have been proven to increase growth hormone and increase recovery rates from your training, because what it does is it promotes inflammation. People in general say inflammation is bad for you, and it depends on what type of inflammation. But when you are working out, your muscles get torn and stressed, and the inflammation downtime in this case is the recovery process of your body, where it kind of like inflates it a little bit, and it's just trying to heal up these muscles that are all torn, and promotes growth hormone, which will then go there when you're sleeping and grow the muscle, make it thicker, better, stronger, healthier. It's not gonna make you taller. I'm not a type of growth hormone. I wish when I was first reading about growth hormone, I thought all the growth hormone was the hormone that just makes you taller. But when you hear growth hormone, it's most often talked about in reference to healing and recovery. Growth hormone is a very important chemical that we need to heal from all sorts of injuries, training, and otherwise. So it's very important, and this is what the sauna does. In general, when we're going into the sauna, we would want the sauna to either be at night or to be in the morning after ice bath, and I'll explain why in the morning after an ice bath. But at night, I'm going to explain why right now. Is because it leads to you. Typically, when you're going to sleep, you want to have a lower heart rate. When you're in the sauna, your heart rate starts to spike. So you might be like, why would I go in the sauna then if I'm right before I'm going to go to sleep? What happens is when you leave the sauna, because of this heart rate spike, your body instantly tries to your heart rate plummets. So it goes from this really, really high heart rate, and then it just starts to like straight down, which is really, really beneficial for when you're sleeping. Since, like I said before, when you're sleeping, you want to have a low heart rate. You can do this and then take a few deep breaths in and out after you're out of the sauna, and then straight to bed. And since saunas are typically very high temperature, that you're not going to be dirty, so you should just go straight to bed and go to sleep. In general, when you're going to the sauna, you want to go anywhere from about 180 to 210 max Fahrenheit. Any more than 210 and you're pretty much like killing yourself. Any lower than 180 and you won't be getting the absolute most beneficial effects from the sauna. So I'd say 180 Fahrenheit is good. And most of this information that I get is from not only Andrew Huberman, but some recent studies that have been done on sauna and controlling the heat and how heat and cold regulation affects our bodies in different ways. You can also now, when you're looking at ice baths, see that ice baths also have benefits. Really, not so each type of temperature has its own benefit. Room temperature, maintains as an homeostasis. It can't be cold or hot too long. But this exposure into uncomfortable environments, which you'll see now with the cold, is what really benefits us in both ice baths and in heat exposure in the sauna. As your body gets pushed farther, your body becomes more resilient, becomes stronger, better, faster, you push your weight. That's why exercise is so good. That's why this is also so good. Ice baths, when you're going to ice bath, has the opposite effect, and where instead of it making you get sleepy after you get out of the ice bath, it lowers your heart rate a lot while you're in the ice bath, and then it causes your heart rate to spike when you're out of it because you're freezing and your body's trying to warm up. So it's trying to spread as much body heat as possible, and the blood's just pumping everywhere. So it's pretty tough stuff. When you're going to the ice bath, I'd say anywhere from like 46 Fahrenheit to 42 Fahrenheit. That's probably really a good amount of cold. It's like a good range, I'd say, where you're getting good effects from it, and it increases your resiliency mindset. And what it really does the most is increase the amount of white blood cells. It improves your immune response. So if you're sick, it reduces. If you get sick often, it reduces your likelihood of getting sick. It helps with short-term recovery, which is really why I don't like taking ice baths, because what it does is also it kind of prevents or limits the amount of muscle growth, because it reduces the inflammation and has the opposite effect of what the sauna does, where it promotes it and it increases growth hormone. So that's why I prefer going to the sauna more. Plus, it hurts less, but it is very useful, especially if you were to do it in the morning. So let's say I work out in the afternoon, or in the middle of the day, I go ice bath, wake myself up for the day, then I train, then I go sauna, recovery, sleep, my muscles recover, and then I can go ice bath again, and then it has the minimal effect on my muscle building. And this is what most people do when they're doing ice bath. If you guys know Joe Rogan loves to do ice bath in the morning, and he follows a similar routine where it's ice bath and then workout, and then if he does go into the sauna, he goes into the sauna in the afternoon. It makes sense, because that, thanks to the literature, has been proven to be the best time, the best way of taking ice baths and taking saunas. If you don't have a sauna, or you don't feel like wasting ice in an ice bath, cold showers and hot showers would be probably the second best, closest thing that you can do. They aren't nearly as good as an ice bath or a sauna, but they'll probably get similar effects from doing either one of those, for recovery and for the reduction of inflammation. The reduction of inflammation in an ice bath isn't all bad too, because if you're pushing yourself a lot, and you're in sports and you're an athlete, and you're especially an older athlete, you're not going to really be building much more muscle or much more bone density and much more ligament density. Ice bath can be beneficial because it helps you recover very, very quick. It doesn't improve your function for the future. It limits adaptations that your body naturally wants to do, but it does recover you back to your baseline level of strength and speed. And this is very useful. A lot of baseball players do this, where they throw in the baseball, believe it or not, especially when you're a thrower, a pitcher, it really puts a lot of strain and stress on your ligaments. So a lot of pitchers, what they do is that then they go in the ice bath and they rest, and they try to recover back to their baseline level, because they're pitching, especially if you're pitching above 100-mile-per-hour ball, it's really hard on your limbs and ligaments, and your body isn't meant to be making something move faster than a car. You're not meant to be able to throw things that fast or that far. But with the training that we have now and the way we work our bodies, that's what we're capable of. So ice baths are very, very important for those types of folks. But yeah, pretty much covers most of the data and information on ice baths and saunas. Typically when doing ice baths should be about 20 to 30 minutes a week total. Saunas maybe a little bit more, maybe closer to like an hour total to see solid effects. The minimum from the literature has shown is about 10 minutes in an ice bath a week and about an hour in the sauna has positive and beneficial effects on the body. But I would recommend doing more, so that's why I say at least an hour in the sauna, maybe more, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and 20-30 minutes on ice bath if you want to see the most beneficial effects from both of these tools. But either way, these are just some small tools that you can use for your fitness journey, for whatever you want in life. They won't really change you too much. Now that if you're going to sauna, you're going to ice bath, it's going to make you a crazy better athlete, but it will help out a little bit, and in the long term it can have pretty decent difference on your capabilities overall. So thanks so much for watching, guys. That's the end of the video for today. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.